Hello. So in this video I am following a tutorial. The tutorial can be found on YouTube. It's called Genevieve's Design Studio. She's awesome. She makes a lot of Procreate tutorials, and I love following her tutorials just because it allows for me to just like zone out and just listen to her. And she has a very soothing voice, so that's nice. So yeah, for this tutorial we're making a moth. We started out by making our canvas symmetrical, just so that everything that you draw on the left side or the right side will be mimicked on the opposite side. So this works well with a moth character or a moth illustration, just because a moth, if you're seeing it from the top view, it's most likely gonna be symmetrical, unless you're at an angle. So we started with the head. The antennas, drew in big blobs for the wings. Here I'm just trying to pick a brush that would work for me. I think once I pick a brush, I feel like I need to stick with that brush, which isn't necessarily the case. You can always change your brushes and stuff. So yeah, but for me, I always tend to take a longer time just trying to choose that brush. This will just add a little bit of shadow, a little bit of depth in there. And yeah, the thing that she does a lot is she renames her layers, which I never do. So I made it a point to just be consistent and try to be organized. I would definitely name my layers if I were sharing this project with another designer, or if we're like collaborating and stuff like that. But since it's just me, usually I just tend to not name my layers. So here you can see this brush is like super thick, and I thought it was cool, but at the same time I was like, I feel like this is a little too thick. So I went in there and redrew the design that I was thinking of drawing. I followed her tutorial, not necessarily to the T, but enough so that it looks very similar. She adds a lot of plants and circles and moons and cutesiness to her drawings, so I try to do the same for mine. My plant leaves aren't the same size as hers, but just you do you. So here I am adding in the little details. I made it a point to not close the circles all the way and try to keep it very stylized and texturized. As you can see, some of the circles have like a thick beginning and a very thin end, so that was intentional. Just like, similar to when you put a coffee cup on top of white paper and it spills a little bit on the ridges, it creates that circle. So that's kind of what I was going for, an incomplete circle. So here we're adding, details, light details and dark details. And here I was just trying to make the darker details just a little bit more so that they stand out. Because it almost felt like they were hiding before. They might be a little bright now, but they're better than before, where it was a little too subtle. She does go in and add in the designs on the outside, and these designs on the outside are just decorative. They're not meant to be the main design of the whole imagery. So these are just like, I just followed the same sort of pattern that I had created before, which was the plants and the circles. So that's what I'm following on this. This part was really fun because you're just doodling. Basically, you don't have to be exact about everything. So a part of me feels like I should have maybe put some leaves on the top of the wings to surround everything. But there you have it. If you want to check out the original tutorial, she's amazing. It's called Genevieve's Design Studio. I totally recommend it, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.